It is Black History Month, and you know who is being accused of sending.
Oh, this one is going to get stupid.
It is Black History Month, and you know who is being accused of sending mixed messages on the issue after a judge just ordered his administration to replace the slavery exhibit he had removed from a historic Philadelphia site. But
the judge, not Donald Trump, the judge. Listen to what they're saying.
Well, yeah.
Context.
But then yesterday, he touted his relationship with the Black community.
Why not?
Take a look.
I want to begin by expressing our
It's Black History Month. Why not tout his relationship?
sadness at the passing of
I
a
don't
person who
understand.
I knew very well. Jesse was a piece of work. I want to tell you. He was a piece of work, but he was a good man. Not only are we celebrating the century of Black History Month, also, as you know, this year we'll also be celebrating the
He's a piece of work.
250th anniversary of our nation's founding. And the good thing, when they cheated on the election, they made me wait 4 years. I love Nicki Minaj. She was here a couple of weeks ago. She's so beautiful. Her skin's so beautiful. I said, Nicki is so beautiful. Her nails are like that long.
Oh, God.
You gotta love Donald Trump. They're so stiff.
Her nails?
I get the rants. I do. I understand
He's so
them
stiff.
And
wholeheartedly.
they made fun of Joe Biden? Hello.
Definitely.
I think, when it
Donald Trump is not stumbling upstairs. He's not forgetting what he's trying to say. He's making jokes. He seems pretty active and coherent to me. It doesn't seem like he's inebriated, like a long night of drinking with the buddies. Joe Biden looked like a hangover. A constant 24/7, 365 hangover.
What's happening?
This magnificent night. This conference is one of the most important meetings in history. On behalf of we, the
That's not Donald Trump. Roll it.
comes to the event that happened yesterday, what's so hard for me to witness is people stating that the president is a racist.
Right.
Because I've seen
He is
him
a racist.
firsthand.
What?
He saved
He
one
is
of
a
my
racist.
best friend's lives, a Black woman who has been with him
So
for
he has
18
a Black friend.
years.
He's a racist.
No, he saved her life.
No,
He did.
he's a racist.
Here's the problem.
I can smell a defamation case. Can't you? Can you smell it? Can you smell the defamation case cooking? Roll it.
Problem, Savannah, and why we have a different take on it. Many of us have a different take on it, because when you target DEI programs with executive office, from your with executive orders, your first week in office, arguing that the policies undermine national unity. When you shared racist posts about the Obamas, when you pursued the death penalty for the exonerated five, after you knew they had been exonerated. These are the reasons that his behavior is so hard. And I don't know whether you know about this, but in the 70s, he was accused of discriminating against Black tenants
Debunked.
because he wouldn't rent to them.
He didn't want
and
them
so
to build.
what
Was
happened?
that an accusation?
My whole thing is, if you had an apartment complex and you had to watch over and you had to make sure that everything was tight and everybody was paying their bills, and the majority of those people that were not doing that were people that were on Section 8. The majority of those people were African American, maybe because that's the way that the system was set up before Trump owned an apartment complex. Maybe that was the government's fault, not Donald Trump's. Context. I wouldn't want my neighborhood or my apartment complex going to shreds and because of a certain diverse group that's being protected.
No, that was
a
a
Justice
proven fact.
Department
They
settlement.
took him to court. They took him to
The
court.
lawsuit was settled
It's all
with the
there,
Justice Department.
But I guess my
They were
point
trashing the
is,
apartment complex.
when someone goes out of their way to talk poorly about immigrants, not the immigrants, because nobody wants immigrants in the country who are killing people and doing terrible things, but the people who are not. the people, the children who are not, the innocents. There seems to be no ability in his mind to distinguish between black people and his idea of what DEI is. And when you really look up and see...
Once again, DEI is diversity, equity, and inclusion. It's what Jasmine Crockett said she used in order to get her position. This is not merit. There's no degree, there's no merit. And I think that's racist. And they don't want to say it. Roll it.
This was for who benefited from DEI. It was not black folks. We just got the vote in the 60s. So my question is, well, what was going on before that? What about, where was all of the things that you say were removed? Did people not have jobs? Did the people, if you couldn't go to school,
DEI is a meritless
didn't you
program.
have to find a different way to support your family? That's what people did. That's what we all did. So he has not a great history.
Well, and also you look at someone, not to interrupt,
ahead,
but like Dr. Gates, I got the opportunity, like many of us have, to sit with Dr. Gates, and he created the show Finding Your Roots because black people and Jewish people could not have traced their histories because everything was destroyed. They had nothing. And he went after it, and he worked so hard. So when you, he's not the only one, but he's my favorite one. But when you look at like the Pentagon removed web pages honoring black military figures, people that would fight for this country come back
Who
and couldn't
did
even
fight.
sit. They did fight,
Yes.
but couldn't even sit in certain places or
Right.
drink from certain water fountains. They put their lives on the line. That's a very sacred group of people to send to war. And then he temporarily removed the Tuskegee Airmen,
Yes,
the
he did.
information on
Yeah.
that. Those steps make it very hard not to see what he's saying.
Let's
you know,
call
like
a thing a thing. Donald Trump is a racist. There's no question in my mind. It is time to say the truth
Yeah.
and tell it like it is. And the
She's probably going to be fired tomorrow. It's over. It is completely over for someone who talks like this. And well, maybe she wants to. Maybe she wants to be a diverse person with the defamation case. Maybe she wants a defamation and diversity inclusion case. I don't know how to put it in order, but this is going to be definitely defamation of character. You can't call someone a racist without having any proof.
time to say the truth and tell it like it is. And the most recent thing that he did by posting on Truth Social, the Obamas depicted as apes in The Lion King, where there are no apes in The Lion King. That was a racist act. He tried to blame a staffer. A staffer did not do it.
It was a staffer who posted it. It was in fact a staffer who posted it.
Can we please roll the clip?
It was a staffer who
Those should be
posted
taken
it.
as the policy of the Trump administration. It's coming straight from the horse's mouth. When you see it on Truth Social, you know it's directly from President Trump.
President Trump is a
It's not-
racist.
They pulled that clip exactly for this moment, and they probably didn't mean that exactly.
For the first time in history, HBCUs got permanent funding
Exactly.
under the Trump administration.
That funding was
The
started
first time
funding was before.
Permanent,
Yeah.
That
permanent
funding was
funding.
started, Savannah, sweetheart, before
But Savannah,
Donald Trump
didn't
got
he
into
repost
office.
that?
Permanent.
It was, I agree wholeheartedly that the White House failed when it came to the posting of that video. Because it is the White House's responsibility to protect the minority groups that lost friendships and relationships over just standing for President Trump.
Well, and
So
Savannah,
the
if he
White
didn't-
House failed on
If he
that.
didn't post it, the right thing to do, if I
He did post it.
Sonny, give me a
But he
minute.
reposted
If I
She
didn't,
can't
if
shut
I
up.
didn't post
She
it,
cannot
and
shut
yet
up.
something was so egregious on my account, I would come out publicly and say, "Oh my God,
He should have
that
come
was
out
awful,"
harder.
and he refused to apologize, which almost told me more than that.
Who is this staffer?
He has two people who have all the logins to his social media
So
accounts.
have either of those staffers been fired for that terrible post that they allegedly put up?
No, they have not.
Yeah. Well, you know, look, here's the thing. This is the
The question is, have you been fired? Has Whoopi been fired for the things they have done? The banter, the claims that they've put on people's names? No, you have to be accountable for your home first.
about this show. Everybody has an opinion. And we say, I don't agree, I don't think this is cool, and we can have these conversations, and then we go away and talk about our bra size.
Exactly.